What is going on, everybody? This is CD. I'm coming from the Splitmind channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a simple way to get cool placements, cool records, all that just by using your voice. Since I started using my voice in my production about 2 years ago, I've realized there's actually some crazy potential. If you think about how many big major songs have vocals in them that aren't just like the artist singing, there's a reason behind this. When you put vocals in your production, it helps the artist find pockets, find melodies, and honestly just helps the artist connect more to the beat or loop or whatever it is. And this is good for producers because we have this tactical advantage just by throwing some voices on our work. And I really can't make this up. I've gotten so many cool records just from singing stuff and kind of putting it out there. Whether it be me and Jackie singing like these jolly little kids on the new Heady One song, Can't Be Us, hit 3 million views at the time of recording. Or if it's me singing with a little bit of auto-tune, drowning reverb for the next single featuring. But you'll know what I'm talking about soon enough. I'm not gonna leak it. But really, a lot of blessings have come my way just because I started using my voice in my production, and now I'm about to show you guys how you can do it too. And honestly, there's a lot of ways you can manipulate your voice for different contexts or whatever the case may be. But I'll be going over the 3 main ways that I use vocals in my production. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the CD method number 1. And in this method, I call it the simple but effective. And with this, I'm talking about vocals that you'd hear in songs like Churchill Downs by Mr. Harlow featuring the album man himself. It's really kind of straight to the point, simple, pretty dry, but there's something weirdly addicting with these vocals. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's pretty... It's very simple, but has some weird sort of characteristics that make it stand out. And also, just a tip, when you're recording vocals, it usually helps to put down a couple chords or have an idea already. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly where the note can be, and if you're singing kind of in between keys, it'll kind of mess it up. So I'm just going to enable this microphone track. Whoop! There we go. I'm just gonna sing this little run and then break down what I do with it. But yeah, this is what I got so far. Alright, so we got that, and now I'm gonna check the key. So it's G minor, and you can tell, if you don't know how to check the key of stuff, if you have the MIDI, it's pretty easy. You just kind of find a scale from these little helpers. Notice that yes, all these notes are in the scale. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna bring it over here, and we're going to put auto-tune on this. Yeah, we got G minor, and now this is an auto-tune preset I have. It's not for sale. If you want it, just copy the settings, it's right there. But it's basically just normal auto-tune, and then it creates vibrato, and I'll explain why this is cool. Go to master, make sure this is on stretch. I'll mute this, and really just lower it pretty much half of what it is. We're gonna render this out, boom, bring it back up to whatever it was, 115 I think. And you can hear that this adds a lot of weird sort of little textures, but also the vibrato thing that everyone loves. You know what I mean? It just adds that little wobble. That's I feel the addictive quality of a lot of these vocals. Really ear candy stuff, people like that. Last thing you do, obviously, just add a little EQ. Another popular thing is kind of cut out the highs. And then the last piece of sauce for this that I do, Uber mod, or you can really use a lot of reverbs, but I like Uber mod. And there's a special room too, or any of these ones. It's just kind of a very small room. And then obviously from there you can just kind of repitch it or whatever. And then that's pretty much it for that sort of effect. Alright, now for the vocal number 2. So on to method number 2, this is just like an ambient sort of layer. They're really simple, but they sit nice in the mix, and just add some character and like emotion. For this one, I want to use a different auto-tune preset that's just like kind of for me. Just kind of have my standard settings, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna leave it like this, super simple, and then basically all you're gonna want to do, I'm just gonna bust it to this. I'll put an EQ obviously, and with this one, I kind of just want it to be like a little Uber mod. And just kind of drown it in reverb. Turn off Search Pro and just pitch it up like that. So on to vocal number 3, I'm gonna move these over. Now, before I get into the final and my personal favorite method of doing vocals, we have a quick word from a very generous, humble, and handsome sponsor. Are you a producer?
Nah, I'm a loop maker.
Do your loops suck?
Like on some experimental vibes.
And you're thinking, maybe some vocals will get these loops sounding right.
It's a smash hit. Spin it again.
Man,
Don't worry, CD's Vocal Vault Volume 1 is here.
Allowing you to turn the simplest of loops into beautiful placement-ready compositions.
So I guess if you don't want to go through all the steps of mastering your own vocals and your samples, there is that. Get you started off, but let's get into this third method. And this one's just like abstract. It's kind of weird. You can't really even tell if it's vocals sometimes. And there's a lot of different variations that's really just kind of playing around with vocals and hearing them as like little instruments and accents in your work. Utilize like chopping and effects and stuff like that. So first thing I want to do, I'm just going to put auto-tune on this. And then what I like to do with these is usually just render them out like this and then go back and kind of chop it. Boom. Now I got this, and we're gonna do this stretch. And then from here, I'm gonna just do like an EQ, obviously. And then next method, or next part of this, is it's really anything, honestly. Like you just experiment, kind of don't even really think of it as vocals, just use it as like weird accents. But I'm gonna try this one method that I kind of found. I'm gonna leak the sauce real quick. It's this preset Wizzy Synced Reverb in Uber mode. So we're gonna render this out real quick. Boom! I got this, and now it's super easy to just reverse it. But that's very cool. Just kind of a simple like layer to throw in your stuff. Just kind of tuck it in the back. And again, there's really no right way of doing this last method. It's kind of just keep chopping, keep adding effects, and like reflipping, reversing, stuff like that. Just kind of play around with it so you have like a cool, just something that sounds cool. It doesn't even really have to sound like a vocal, but. And if at this point in the video you're thinking, well, what about the children choirs? Don't you like singing like a little baby? I don't, but if you want to learn how, me and Jack already made a tutorial on that. I'm not making another one. So that's all you need to know. Link will be in the bio. It's on the channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I really tried to leak a lot of sauce for you guys in this one, so I hope you did enjoy. And remember, you can always come back to this video if you have like sample block, or you're trying to remember like, I want to try my vocals, how do I do it? You can come back to this video. If you do come back to find it, it's going to be a lot easier to find if you poke the little thumb right there, the one like this. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is CD, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.